can't be in love with her. It's not safe for me. And when I say that, make up any bullshit you want, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to sit here and drive the bus over her because this is sad. It's heartbreaking. It just didn't work.
Kody reveals that he is not safe with Meri, but then he also reveals that he's not going to throw her underneath the bus. But then he says you can make up any BS you want to. He made some contradicting statements about his safety with Meri, and then tried to make it seem like he felt sorry for her, but then contradicted himself again. Let's talk about Kody's confusing statements. Yes. Let's break it down to Chinatown, because it is Meri
and Amma.
And we invite y'all to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below. Do not forget to subscribe to our Patreon, you guys, for a live review of Sister Wife this Sunday at 11 p.m. I know we've been doing it on YouTube, but we're going to go back to do it on Patreon. We just wanted to do a couple ones for you guys, because we haven't been on live for a little bit.
In a little celebratory mood.
Yes, we have. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, you all. Kody. Okay, so I want to break this down. I want to say this. You guys have kind of already seen the clip, but this is what I think he was saying. First, Kody said that it's not safe for me to be in love with Meri. And you guys can go ahead and make up any BS you want to about it. But I'm not going to throw her under the bus. Now I'm going to break these the statements up, okay? Yeah. He says you can make up any BS you want, which in essence for me, it sounded like he was saying, whatever you're making up is not true. Right. It's BS.
It's BS. Stop making up stories about Meri that's not true.
Yes.
And unkind things about Meri that's not true.
Right. So,
however, you just said that you ain't safe with her. So that got our mind thinking, what do you mean by that?
But then you confuse people again when you say that make up any BS you want to. But then in the same statement, you then go and you say this. I'm not going to throw her underneath the bus, which means
he's
that
not going to run
her.
Like he ain't going to run her over with the bus. Right. Which is what he's trying to say, throw under the bus.
Right. Which means that if I let you people know what she really did, it will completely obliterate and kill any reputation she has. So I'm not going to do that. In essence, I am her savior.
Yes.
Because I am saving her from the backlash.
Yes.
But I'm letting you all know that is some really bad, horrible stuff.
I will insinuate though.
So in essence, I'm putting some gasoline on the BS that you guys will talk about later on the YouTube.
It's already sparking the fire. The fire already started with that gasoline and the little one match that you put there. You didn't have to put light a whole wood and put it in there. You just had one match, and you said, "I'll just put this one there."
It's kind of like a hot dog. Like you have the fire, right? You have the hot dog.
Yes.
You put in the fire to cook it. Yes. So first he cooks Meri, then he relieves her.
Yes.
He cooks her, and then he relieves her.
Yes.
And then he cooks her again and keeps it in the fire when he says, "I'm not going to run the bus over with her."
Yes.
And then he relieves her and says, "Because this is very sad. This is heartbreaking."
It's actually heartbreaking.
And then he lets her cool. But he doesn't cook her completely. But she is burnt, like she has 2nd-degree burns. Yes. Just not 3rd-degree. Not yet, anyway.
And enough for everybody to eat.
Yes.
Like it's done enough for everybody to eat the hot dog.
Yeah.
And that's how you left her.
Like it's a little raw,
at this point,
but it's still eatable.
You know something?
I don't know why he even said that.
I just want to know what happened. It's kind of like with Robin's husband.
We will never know until the show is over.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that we're not going to really know until the show is actually over. That's when Peyton said that he will come out. Okay. And best believe, if he decides to do it on any platform that we got to pay for, I don't care. I'll pay for that platform. And I will pay up to $100 to see what he has to say.
Meri also is writing a book.
Listen, but Meri, if you were the abuser, I can't really go listen to your story. I have to go listen to the victim story. Because the abuser will always try to pretty it up and put it in a little bowl. We all saw what Diddy did with Cassie. I did not do this, so I did not do this. I paid this because
paying 9 figures.
100 figures, 3 times over.
100 million plus. I'm paying her, but
I'm not.
In no
I'm
way
not guilty.
means that I'm guilty, even though I'm paying her 3 times plus more than what she has.
I have to listen to the victim before I listen to the abuser, personally. Because the abuser
So
will
we'll
always
see.
try not to. It's just like men when they get divorced. Like they'll be like, "Oh, I have a great relationship with my wife," even though the wife might hate you, probably hasn't called you in several years, but you'll be like, "Oh, we cool though. We cool. We
Because
like
she
this."
opens the door to let the child out for your time, your child visitation time.
Matter of fact, she might actually even drop. She might even
And
let grandma
says-
take the
look,
kid to go
and
see the
says,
child.
"Hey," as she opens the door, and that's a good relationship.
She might not
Okay.
even let you see her, like at all. But that's so. I would probably read a book from the children before I
I
listen
kind of
to
want to
Meri.
read both. I want to.
I would read both.
Yeah, I
would
want to
read
read
both.
Mary's book and I want to read children's books.
But I will be more inclined to listen to the victim than the
Yeah.
abuser. Just saying.
Absolutely.
But I do think that if Meri did do anything, I do put some of the blame on Kody's feet, because I do think that I put one. I do put.
I don't know what she did.
I put 2/4 of the blame on Mary's feet. I put 1/4 of the blame at her family's feet, and I put the other 1/4
On Kody.
on Kody at Kody's feet. That's what I do. I put most of the
So
blame on
put
Meri.
1/4 on the other wives.
I don't put anything on the wives.
Well, you see the
I
family's
feel-
feet. Whose family?
Mary's family, like her mama being with her
Oh,
daddy
got
and
you.
all that. So, like that's systematical, like
Mary's family.
yeah, like
Got
Mary's
you.
actual family. I don't really
Got
blame
you.
the wife. The only person I would really blame is Chanel, because you went from her brother to her husband. I'm shocked she did not jump a table on you. Like really, most women would just like that's some crazy stuff. You go from a sister-in-law.
Let me take off my
Let me take my
earrings.
earrings off. Let me
Snatch
tell
my
you
wig
this.
off.
Let me tell you it is.
Take
You
it
won't
with
take
my
my man.
Vaseline
You
down,
won't
with
take
my
my man.
Vaseline
You won't take
down.
my man. You won't take my man.
My Vaseline. Yeah, my coconut oil. Got your coconut oil. Got your coconut
Oh wait,
oil.
let's rumble. Hold on, wait. Hold on,
Hold
wait.
on. Hold on. What? What you say? What you done did? What you done did? What you done did? Lord, this air is very hard to put off, so it's gonna be hard to take off. That we're all greasy.
Like man, listen.
You know something? I always wondered why the women needed Vaseline. I said why, and then I realized it's for the scratching.
Yeah,
so
'cause
someone
women will
will be
usually go
scratching their
scratching.
nails. Yeah.
Listen, I have never. Why? And thank God I have my cover on this time.
Oh
I
my God.
have never gotten into a physical fight. I think I got into one fight, and this was with like a plus size guy.
Okay, let's just not.
He was messing with my brother in the neighborhood. My brother was like 10 years old. I think he was like 14.
When you
and he
when you
was
say messing with, you gotta say exactly what that
no,
means.
like
because,
we were fighting. Well, not
because-
like a fight for
because
real. For real.
messing here would probably be me molestation. That's
No,
not
no,
what was
no,
going
no,
on.
no, 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 no,
That's
no,
not
no.
what was going on in the
No, that's not what happened. What happened was he was harassing my brother
Teasing
with his
him.
dog, teasing him or whatever, stuff like that. I
Yes.
pushed him and all this stuff. He pushed me back or whatever. It was basically like, it was looking like a tussle or whatever, but it was nothing serious. Like I am a lover. I am
You
not
knocked
a
him out
fighter.
unconscious.
Yeah, I didn't want to say all that on the YouTube. But anyway,
We don't condone violence
we do
here.
not condone violence.
I've been in 2 fights. I've lost both. I'm not a fighter. That's all I got
Oh
to
my
say.
God! If you guys want to hear,
No.
you want to share that story on the Patreon?
I will share the fight story on the Patreon.
Oh my! It is so
I
hilarious.
will share that story on the Patreon.
Yeah, that would be a good one to share. Anyway, what were we even talking about?
We were talking
Actually.
about. I think we were talking about Kody, and he was talking to Suki.
Oh yes, Meri not
About
feeling
Meri.
safe. Yes,
Yeah.
this liar.
But I mean, I feel like I think the wives have sympathy for Meri. I think all of them have a lot of sympathy for Meri, which to me, right? Because these are the wives who have their children
Right.
that Meri abused, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly. And I got to say allegedly. But these wives still have it in them to feel sympathetic towards Meri.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, that's why I'm wondering. And all this time we've seen Kody, the beginning of this show, like kissing Meri, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't until it wasn't until a little after that he started to seem to distance himself
Yeah.
when it looked as though Meri wanted to have a child.
Right. Very true.
And
Very
he's
true.
like, listen, girl, not because I'm out here kissing you because of a show.
that we gonna be
Don't
having
think
sex
we're about
now.
to go have it. To the point that you feel like, and probably he went ahead and did something with her.
I doubt it.
Maybe he did for her to think like, well, maybe we can have a child because Robin said we can,
so we can keep this up. Wait for her
and
to trap him.
he made it very clear to her.
He
that,
sat cross-legged yogi style on that mouth, said, "Let's sit on the no."
Yeah.
Let's sit on the no.
Let's sit on the no.
I was like, what?
It was just cold.
That was cold. He had ice in his veins, child. I was like, damn.
Yeah, he could have a little ice in his veins. I've seen that. Yeah, so the wives seem to be more forgiving towards her. That's why I just want to know. At this point, I just want to know. I just want to know exactly what happened.
I mean, the TLC, they tried to touch on it a little bit, that McKelty was not going to be friends with Meri ever. They did touch on that a little bit, but they didn't really go there.
Okay.
I really wish they would have talked about the Peyton interview with John Yates. I wish they would have, but they didn't.
No.
Unfortunately. But I understand. They don't want to have any abuse claims. 'Cause, I mean, look, they just went through the whole thing with the Duggars. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we don't want to touch abuse with a 10-foot pole. Like, I know y'all making us money, but we not touching that. We got to cancel y'all. We will cancel because we will not be sued.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys will talk about that after we have finished our show, on what we started our show about, and stuff.
But we will talk about
we'll
McKelty dropping some bombs about what TLC was actually going to do once they found out about what she felt about Meri on the next episode of Meri and Alma. We'll see y'all later. We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
comment, and do not forget to subscribe to our Patreon, you guys, to see us Sunday at 11 p.m. for the Tell All Part 2. Bye-bye.
P2C. Looking forward to that.